What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Trident. Yes, indeed, Trident Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from SMB, and this is actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, SMB. I hope you enjoy the show, man. SMB wanted to see me react to this song by Trident called Change. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on a second, this sounds familiar to me, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Okay, we had a slight problem with this. So SMB made the request for, I guess, the official video coming off of the official Trident Japan YouTube page. No joke, about 2 days before I started filming, they took that video and they made it private. So he had to scramble a little bit, and he gave me another video off of Nico Video. Boy, that was fun to download, let me tell you. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, more than likely, I'm going into this, I'm like 99% sure, more than likely this is going to get blocked, so just be ready to be watching this on Patreon, unfortunately. This was posted by Kobayashi Masaki on Nico Video, and the video only has 28 views. Well, I mean, it is Nico Video, surprise, surprise, they don't get the viewership that YouTube gets. However, I gotta keep the standards up, so not gonna get you there. Sorry. Now look, I'm sure the song is fine, I'm sure the video's fine, I'm sure everything is just fine. I'm just saying 28 views, no, it's not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Trident, change. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
So they're modulating up a major third. Okay. I mean, that's quite the modulation. I mean, it works. It definitely works. I think they're going up in increments too. I think they go up one step to make it D. Wait. What? Before they modulate, what? Is it D? I think it is, actually.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
No, they're in C. My apologies, they're in C. So they're in C, and then they modulate up to an E. It's interesting. Especially considering the fact they're going to an E major. It's different, but it works. It works. It's not unpleasing. It's not unpleasant to the ear. The modulation is nice. It changes things up. It switches things up so things don't get stagnant and stale. The drum pad that Juno's coming up with those the single stick rolls, that's really nice. Feels good. It's tight. It's not sloppy at all. It's really tight and very well accented to boot. Very strong. Vocals sound good. Bass sounds good. Guitar sounds good. Guitar and bass, I mean, they're there, and I'm glad they're there. Don't get me wrong, but they're just kind of filling out the sound. It really sounds like the stars of the show are the vocals and the drums, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if that's intentional. I mean, it could be. It could be intentional, I suppose. It's I mean, it's all right. It's okay. It's fine. I was going to talk about something else and I forgot what it was. Must not have been important. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Nice little bass fill there. Playing around with style a little bit in there. A little break. It was a very short break. It was like, what, 8 measures? Almost. I don't know. Having the break that short, it almost feels counterproductive, if I'm being honest with you. It should have been longer. Should have been like twice as long. Give it 16 measures to really give it a chance to take root. And unfortunately, it came in, it swooped in, stuck around for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then it was gone. And it's just like, what was the point? I don't know about that. Almost more of a distraction. I need to think about that. Well, I mean, there's a lot I need to think about. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Trident with Change. This was a request from SMB. And this was actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, SMB. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. All right, before I give my score, let me take care of the business I need to take care of first. I'm doing this in every single video for the month of March. If you guys have already heard the spiel, feel free to fast forward about 5 minutes and you're going to be about where you need to be. Okay, first order of business, we are going back to the old scoring system. It's already happened. I've been doing it since the beginning of filming for the month of March, and so far so good. Everybody wanted me to go back to the old scoring system for the most part. About 2/3 of the fan base wanted it, so I said no problem. I have no problem doing it, and I am perfectly fine with it. I did say during the live stream that I did that if we do go back to the old scoring system, I'm going to have to make some changes. And the reason for that is this. The number one complaint that people had about the 5-star system was there was going to be way too many 4s, an oversaturation of 4s. Too many bands, too many songs getting a 4-star rating. Folks, I agree with you. I absolutely do. I saw the exact same problem happening. But here's the thing. That exact same problem was already happening in the old scoring system. If you think about it, from the start of the channel to the current time, about 2/3 of the scores that I gave were between the range of 7.4 to 8.6. Now, I know a lot of people right now are doing the math in their head. They're going, well, that's 13 different scores. That's more than one. You're right. That's more than 1 out of 5. You're right about that. But are you really? If you think about it, 1 score out of 5, that's 20%, right? Okay, well, you have 7.4 to 8.6. That's 13 different scores out of 100. That's a 13% window. That's actually a smaller window than the 20% you would have gotten with the star system. So that problem was already happening. Way too many 7.8s. Tons of 7.8s, lots of 8.2s, lots of 8.3s, lots of 7.5s, lots of 8.4s. You know, there was a lot within that 7.4 to 8.6 range. Okay, like I said, I'm guessing about 2/3 of the scores given were within that range. Way too many, way oversaturated. So the only solution to that is I gotta get tougher. I gotta get a lot harder on these songs, and honestly, I gotta make it a lot tougher and a lot more difficult to get those higher scores. And the best way to do that is to focus on making 5 the middle ground, where it should have been all along. 5 is the middle. Every song starts at 5, and then it either goes up or it goes down. But 5 is where every song starts, the middle ground, okay? So keep that in mind. Number 2, it was also suggested during the live stream by a number of people that to help eliminate some of the confusion and, provide a little more ease of access, when I give my score, give correlating like star scores or give correlating letter grades. That will help maybe make it a little more understandable for everybody. I think that's a great idea, and I've already implemented that. So I will be giving 4 different scores. It's the exact same score being given 4 different ways. There's going to be the old school system of, numeric scoring. There's going to be a scale grade like great, really good, pretty good, okay. There's going to be that as well. There's going to be the old star rating. We're going to keep the star rating out of 5 possible stars. And we're also going to throw in a letter grade into there. What that numeric number would mean in correlation with a letter grade. Okay, so in closing there, we're going to give a numeric score. We're going to give a scale grade. We're going to give out of 5 possible stars. And we're going to give a letter grade. Now, if you cannot take one of those 4 and interpret it and internalize it and understand what it means, then folks, I can't help you. I cannot help you. I am sorry. My advice to you would be to go find another channel to watch, because this is clearly not going to be the channel for you. All right? Now, having said all of that, dear Lord, I can't believe I have to do that for every single video this month. Oh, it's going to be a long month. All right. Give you my score now on a scale of 1 to 10. Yes, 1 to 10. Look, I know it's 0.0 to 9.9. I get it, but 1 to 10 just rolls off the tongue better. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 6.4. Yep, 6.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
First of all, what does a 6.4 mean? Well, a 6.4 would equate to a scale grade of pretty good, okay? It's getting a pretty good scale grade. It would equate to 3 out of 5 stars, and it would equate to a B- letter grade. So, take your pick here. 6.4, pretty good, 3 out of 5 stars, B-. Take your pick. Doesn't matter to me which one you pick. Just take one of those and run with it. Now, how did I get to this score? Well, that's a great question. I'm so glad you asked. The song. Okay, look. I am all in favor of taking songs and elongating them if they're needed to be elongated. Like, if you're going to add parts into a song and there's a reason for it, and the song needs this, and in order to make it work, we got to make the song, 6 minutes long. Okay, fine. If it's needed and it's necessary, then I got no problem with that. I do have a problem when people take songs and they're writing songs and they add things to the song that make absolutely no sense, or they elongate the song strictly for the purpose of elongation. That I also have a big problem with. That was absolutely not the case here. This song was short, it was sweet, it was to the point. It did everything it needed to do, and it left the crowd wanting more.
It could work!
What a novel concept, right? No, they did a great job of that. They absolutely did. Short, sweet, to the point, got in, did the duty, did the job, did the deed, and got out. And left the crowd going, wait. We just got started, didn't we? Nope, it's over. They don't need. Listen, you don't need to do any more than that. Talk about trimming the fat, boy. They did a great job of it. And within those 3 minutes, they did a lot, man. They really did. They had some great modulations that at first listen kind of was like, wait a minute, where did we go? But as we listened to it, we were like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, that's actually making sense. That actually sounds good. That actually feels good. Never mind. We're fine. We're just fine. I like the movement in the song. I like the direction of the song. The pacing and the feel of the song felt really good. That middle section. Okay, I am going to talk about that middle section because it did bring the score down. Don't get me wrong. I'm always good. I'm always in favor of a nice little bass fill. I'm always in favor of that. It was nice. But I'm going to be honest with you, what followed afterwards for those next 8 measures made no sense. Having the bass fill was cool. I was perfectly fine with the bass fill. And to be honest with you, if it had just done the bass fill and gone right back into the main riff, I would have been cool with it. But instead, they put this other section in. Kind of like I hesitate to call it a breakdown, and I don't even think I could really call it a bridge. It was like a breakaway. And they did this section for seriously, it was short, 8 measures. Not really a whole lot of time to get into the groove. You know what I mean? It came in and it stuck around for 8 measures and then it left. And I was like, wait a minute, what? If that's all you're gonna do, then why bother doing it? It seriously, I personally think it would have sounded better if they had just done the bass, that little bass break, that little 1 or 2 measure long bass break. Just let it do that, and then, boom, back into the main riff. I think that would have been more effective. That breakdown really didn't do anything for me, and to be honest with you, it was kind of a distraction. It kind of took away from the song, and yeah, it did lower the score. Guitar and bass, I mean, the bass had that fill, and during the breakdown section, I heard a couple other times where it popped and slapped. Other than that, though, it was just filling down the bottom end, which is perfectly fine. The guitar just filling out the chordal structure, filling out the chordal sound, and again, fine. But if you're going to ask me if that was impressive, no. And what the bass player was playing, other than the popping and slapping part, was what the bass player playing impressive? No. But it was solid. It was solid on both. It was solid guitar playing, solid bass playing. Nothing I would say was great. Nothing I would say was mind-blowing. Nothing I would say was impressive, okay? The drumming, it was good. It was actually really good. Probably, honestly, the highlight of the song was the drumming. Had some really nice fills, some really nice cymbal work, some really nice double kick work. What really kind of impressed me were the single stick rolls that we heard every once in a while. It sounded to me like it was single stick. I could be wrong about that, but just, you know, those single stick rolls, it just felt, it felt like single stick for starters. It sounded like single stick. It felt really nice, really well done, really well placed, not overly used, strategically placed in places to kind of get your attention. It was nice. It was really nice. The drumming, like I said, highlighted the song for me. The vocals were also really well done, if I'm being honest. The vocal work was good. It was clean. It was fitting of the song. In the chorus, it got a little anime-ish in style and in delivery, but that's okay. The song went in that direction, so the vocals went right along with it, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so that's how we got to the 6.4. Like I said, folks, I'm going to be a lot harder now. I have to be, so we can avoid those concentrated pockets of scores. So it's going to be a lot more diverse scoring now, and unfortunately, I had to make it a lot more difficult. And as much, I know Juna fans right now are losing their minds. Guys, I'm not grading Juna, I'm grading Trident. It's the band Trident, not Juna, okay? I know this is like, well, it's Juna's band. No, it's not Juna's band. Juna's in the band. Let's make that clear, okay? She's a band member, yes, but it's not her solo project, all right? It'd probably be quite a different story maybe if it were. No, but a 6.4, guys, it's a pretty good score. It is. It's getting a B minus, basically. So, I mean, how many of you would have killed for B minuses in high school? I know I would have, so. In any case, I think it's a really good score for, not a really good score, I think it's a pretty good score for what I believe to be a pretty good song. Not the best I've heard from Trident, but it's not bad. So, in closing, 6.4, pretty good scale score, 3 out of 5 stars, B minus letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.